Good morning. Welcome to Wildflower Garden Tarot. I'm going to get right into it, I think. For the last few readings, it's been really quite a storyline, going on. So for those of you that are in a situation where you've been waiting for a twin flame or soulmate masculine to come in, the last few readings will be really for you. This one might not be. This looks like we're going off in a different direction for different folks who might be watching from the collective. I shuffled this morning with the Romance Angels deck, and then I was going to use my Viking deck. I might use it yet, but then they had me just go to the Rider-Waite, which I actually love, and I use Rider-Waite usually for my own personal stuff. But we're going off in a completely different direction today. Ooh, there we go. Nice. I'm not going to take that just because. Okay. So, I pulled the Romance Angels Oracle cards. I always pull the Oracle cards off camera just to save some time and to give me some time to ponder, to have Spirit tell me like what their message is. And it's a really interesting message, and it actually kind of relates to a conversation I had with one of my friends last night. And so then I had to double check with Spirit, to make sure that these cards weren't for her, right? Like that, and they said, no, this is what's going on in the collective right now for a lot of people. So, what's interesting is I had been shuffling this several times, and that Three of Swords card, and there it is again, right? Comes up. So, am I going to take it? No. Okay, so the Oracle cards are very interesting. Release your ex. Okay. Followed by heart-to-heart conversations. These two came out together. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So that came out together. And then I shuffled again, and then pay attention to the red flags came out. Which is, I had a reading a couple days ago about releasing, or maybe it was yesterday, about releasing your need for a certain outcome. Okay? So pay attention to the red flags. And then healing family issues came out. So these two coming out together kind of makes sense. And then we have this on the bottom, right? So, releasing your ex and heart-to-heart conversations coming out together. Okay. They just told me to reverse. Not to reverse them, but to change their order. Is maybe, especially with this quarantine time, or just this time, a lot of stuff is going on astrologically and astronomically. So Spirit is saying for you that this is going to resonate with today, that you are in a situation with a person, whether it's a karmic person or not, you're in a relationship with a person where you need to have a conversation, and that is going to involve releasing each other. Okay? AKA breakup. But this implies that the breakup is mutual. More mutual than maybe you would have suspected. Because it's saying, you know what, and this has come up in previous readings, including with the masculine and his karmic or his life partner or whatever, that she wants to go to, she just doesn't know how. And what is really needed in this situation is not drama, but to sit down and say, where are we going? Is this where we want to be? Like, right? And so then in proceeding from that, you know, and looking to others, or, you know, during quarantine, especially if you're not happy with this person, if you've been like looking on single sites or thinking about others, or other people maybe coming in that have suddenly kind of inspired you to have romantic feelings, you know, and enough to maybe break up or to end this relationship. Spirit is saying, you know what? Pay attention to the red flags there. That you need to, in this time now, that you need to heal some of your family issues. Some of you may be codependent. Some of you just might have some issues from your growing up time that have caused you to be in relationships with people that aren't good for you or that don't match you or whatever. So going forward, pay attention to the red flags. All right? So, let's, Spirit, what else do you have to say about that with tarot, with the tarot deck? What's going on for these people that are watching from the collective today to my channel? What's going on? Are you going to be... Is this the deck? Now, there we go. There's a King of Pentacles. That came out yesterday. And the day before. That might be... That's too many. But there's a Chariot on the bottom of that. Yikes. Oh. I might have... maybe should have taken that, but... If they're meant to come out... There was a Queen of Pentacles in there. If that's meant to come out, it will. Okay, Spirit. What have we got going on here? Knight of Cups. Magician. Flipped over. That's why I like to make sure that even though, you know, I don't like go on camera because I usually don't have my hair done and I'm super self-conscious when I go on camera. So, that's on the bottom. So we have a masculine here who is wealthy. Who, you know what, this showed up yesterday. We have a masculine here. I'm really interested to see what's going on here. We have a masculine here that has done really well, but he has someplace that he wants to go lower. Like, he has someplace that he wants to go where he needs to humble himself and offer a cup, make an offering to somebody, which is going to involve him pulling in all these energies, right? Everything he's got of, you know, from the cups, the pentacle. I mean, the magician is infinity, right? And creating magic, pulling in together all the elements, the wands, the swords, the cups, the pentacles, to manifest what you want so that you can move on, move forward. So, it's interesting because the last few days, even though the windows are all closed, and I just checked the doors closed, as soon as I start doing a reading, I feel a cold breeze. So, I have an assistant here, I think. Okay. This one keeps showing up as just a Wheel of Fortune. So I'm just going to kind of put them in the middle. I think that the masculine might be somebody that is in the public eye. But the season has changed for him. He is tired of this life. I think, well, we'll see. Is he, what's going on here? Okay, this is, I think, the Divine Masculine story. What's going on? What is he moving forward from, Spirit? What is he moving on from? Ooh, that one just about flipped. That was the Six of Pentacles, but I'm not going to take it. What's he moving on from, Spirit? Come on. There we go. Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. And there is that heart again. Am I going to take those? So this guy is like at the end of his cycle. I'm not going to take those. I'm going to see if they show up again. But I'm guessing that they will. And I mean oh, yeah. What? Okay. What is going on here? What is going on? Like, did you see that the deck got reversed or flipped over? Okay, so, I mean, this is a card that I keep in the deck. It's not an official tarot card. But to me, this is a lover's card. More so than the actual lover's card in this deck. Because in the lover's card in this deck, the man and the woman the masculine and the feminine haven't actually gotten together. But these two are together. There is love here. But it involves a tower. Can we get some clarification on that on this because this is like sad. Okay, so the masculine's really going through it here. What's going on with this guy? I mean, I've been feeling so sad for this masculine. Okay, so he's in hermit mode. What's going on for him? Why is he in hermit mode? Yeah. Wow. Okay. Like, that's a whole big story that just kind of came out in one. So, he's wanting to make this offering. He's wanting to make this offering to another woman that is kind of the opposite of what he's used to. I'm thinking, I'm going to take these out and clarify them because we have the Queen of Cups and the Empress. So I'm thinking that okay, so then we also have the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles from the Hermit. So, you know, he's kind of needing to see the big picture, you know, to kind of rise up above and to forge ahead, you know, even though things are difficult. And everything he's looking at, it's different now, you know, because he's had some kind of revelation here. Probably from this quarantine time. You know, so he's looking at all the work that he's done and the work that he's still doing. And like, what does it mean? What does it even mean? Maybe I'm ready to let it all go for her. Now, so we have the Queen of Cups and the Empress. So then my question is, Are these two different women or the same? Are these two different women? Those are just like nothing cards. Tell me about the Queen of Cups and the Empress. Okay, so I got the Devil and the Eight of Wands. Although the Devil had flipped up upside down. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. I'm going to just see what the Eight of Wands is in this book. Just because this does have a... There are peppermills in this. Yeah, okay. All right, so the Queen of Cups. Okay. So while the masculine, there's been quite a bit of time here that he's been kind of yearning for this Queen of Cups, Empress. So she has had to fight the Jabberwocky and, you know, like things move very swiftly for her. Okay? But I keep going to the oracle that said, pay attention to the red flags. Right? The signs are cautioning you. Excuse me. Can you just tell me quickly what else is going on with this feminine? Ace of Swords. So she's kind of getting it together. She, oh, interesting. Okay, so the Jabberwocky has been her own mind. She has been really fighting this battle. My guess is that she's been really wanting this masculine too, but he's in a committed relationship. So she... Oh, okay. So that when she met him, she was a Queen of Cups energy. Very spiritually minded, you know, a good woman, a hard worker, abundant. She has her toe in the river of life. Like, she will let things happen as they should, understanding that spirit is in control of all things. So she has released this masculine, allowing herself to be set aside by him. Still hoping for him, but say, you know what, the universe is in control. In doing so, she's been fighting that because she wants this. It was like, no, right? But now things are happening suddenly. She has gained control over her mind, and she has moved up to be the Empress. He has been watching her. he has been watching her level up, and he knows that the connection between them is strong. I'm getting that there is no communication between these two right now. But that he has been watching her. Oh, you know what? The police song just came. Every step you take, every move you make, every time you take, every vow you break, I'll be watching you. So what's with the red flags? Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And there's red flags. Like, right? Do you see where I'm having trouble with this? I hope you got lots of time, folks, because we might be here for a while. I see it's time. It's only 21 minutes in. Right. Okay. So he's going through all this. Okay, crows. I'm going to bring out the crows. Because I need to know. And there's the moon. Pay attention to the red flag. The signs are cautioning you. Healing family issues. So right now, I'm just thinking, for those of you that this is resonating with, that you have family that are playing a role in this. Okay, Spirit. What's with the red flags and the family issues? What's with the red flags and the family issues? What's with red flags and the family issues? See, and that's why I shuffle on Judgment. And there's the moon back. Okay. So, what's kept these two apart isn't so much the karmic or the ex. She's not the issue in this one. It's your family. It's interesting because somebody wrote a comment a couple days, like, could the karmic be the mother? The masculine's mother. This reading is saying, yeah, maybe. Okay? These two aren't getting together because of their own moral compass, but they're also the judgment of others. So for him to leave this situation is a huge deal. But there are things hidden. And you're not... One of you is free and one of you is in a cage. Despite all my rage, I am still just a rat in the cage. Okay. So there's the family issues. What about the red flags? I mean, red flags usually means that, like, or when you say, oh, be careful of the red flags, it means that somebody's a narcissist or somebody is an abuser or somebody is a second Ace of Swords. Tell me about the red flags. And I get that, what? And they can't, what? And I get the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the King of Cups. The King of Cups makes a match for you, Queenie. Right? What's the red flag about that? The signs are cautioning you. What's the red flag? So Spirit is just saying the red flag is the family. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Because if he goes against his family to you, you will be happy together, but you will always have an issue with the family. Is that correct, Spirit? Is that correct? That was the World, but I'm not convinced that that was meant for me. We'll see. If it's meant to be, it'll come out. High Priestess. Okay. I'm just wondering now, is this masculine going to level up? I mean, you're both King and Queen of Cups, but the female, the feminine has leveled up to Empress. You know, I've had this before where there was a mother causing a problem, but it was more with this guy's karmic. Yeah, so he's having issues. That's religious issues, family issues, right? Oh, but he's married. So what's going to happen here? Cards. Oh. Okay, everything went kaflooey. So as I said, what's going to happen? Like, what does that mean, right? Now I've got, despite all my rage, I'm still just a cat in a cage. A rat in a cage. Here's something funny. I was in the store the other day looking specifically for cheese because we eat a lot of cheese. And I'm in the grocery store and I'm following the arrows on the floor, right? I don't know if they have that where you are, but that's where we are. So it's like I have to follow this maze, right, to get to the cheese. And I mean, you know, I couldn't help but see the irony in that, right? And in my head was, despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. What are these? Do I take them? Because I wasn't really paying attention. Knight of Cups. Yeah, I'm not going to take them. Okay. I really need to focus here. Okay. I just have one burning question still. So it's like, what, like the masculine, like what? We got another Three of Swords. So he's just like dying over here. This masculine is not coming in anytime soon. And there's another Hermit for him. A Two of Swords for him. Oh, this poor guy. So this isn't the same masculine as the last few days of reading. This is a masculine that's just like dying. Like, oh. Okay. I don't know what to do. Like, oh, there's a Seven of Swords on the bottom. So he's aware. He's just kind of in a mess, feminines. So I'm just going to quickly look for outcome. Those are your red flags. He has to deal with these family issues, and there's another Justice literally threw itself out. And there's another Queen of Hats. Because in my head it's like, you know, feminists, you're going to just have to keep being brave. You're fighting the Jabberwocky and things are happening quickly. But you've gotten control of your head, right? Like, you're still wanting all this over here, but it's also such a mess that the High Priestess of you recognizes that while he is what you want, this whole mess of a situation is not what you want, because you've got a Ten of Pentacles life. There's another Queen of Cups for you. And like, whatever happens with him, the universe is going to look after you and find you happiness. All your wishes and your dreams are going to come true. You know, you're sitting there with your Nine of Cups, like, you know, like, things are good for you. While you want this, you don't want this mess. That's your red flag. You don't want this mess. So, I mean, feminines, you have been really, you know, defeating the Jabberwocky, which is you're yearning for this person. He's a good person. There's nothing wrong with this person. But his situation is terrible. You know, so yesterday, you know, okay, I'm just going to say, like, and then you can click off. Masculines, keep praying. Keep your connection with the universe. Sometimes there's things going on in the background. Where are we? In the background that you don't understand, that you don't know, that are working in your favor. And a lot of these things might be tests of the universe for you. Okay? I mean, I got a lot of cards here. But we've got, like, for the feminine, we've got things happening quickly. And the feminine is doing good. Should she wait for you? Eh. Are you going to be able to leave this mess? I mean, these might be for readings down the road, because it's not today. Right now, this masculine, his heart is broken. He is done here. He needs to release his ex. He might be able to. The problem isn't the ex for this masculine. The problem isn't the ex. The problem is his family and maybe his church family. That's the red flag. He's not an alcoholic. He's not an abuser. This is a really, really good guy. And you are a really fantastic woman. He's a catch. It's just he's got some yuckiness going on there, right? So at the same time, we have a Wheel of Fortune, so things could be happening, and we've got, like, you know, Knight of Sword and some energy. So I mean, not every reading has a definitive or happy ending, and this is one of those, which, you know, for me makes it more authentic, because life isn't always cut and dried, and I don't want to be one to say, you know what, you know, you want this guy and he's going to leave and everything's going to be fine, and that's going to happen tomorrow. But this reading says it's not going to happen tomorrow. It might happen soon. This doesn't mean that this, it means when in the right season. It doesn't mean that this is the right season. Yesterday's reading was kind of a let go, let God reading. It might have been to prepare some of you for today's reading. That things will, especially for the feminine, let go of your attachment to outcome. Because the universe, if this masculine isn't able to come to you, I didn't have in today's reading that this is necessarily a twin flame or a soulmate union, but it's a very strong connection. Okay, Spirit just says soulmate. Okay, very strong connection. But I'm just gonna, very strong connection, but there's another Nine of Pentacles. But even if what you think you want feminine might not be what's best for you. Okay, so, you know, just like the kid in the candy store, like if you're a good parent and the kid always wants, I want this, please, mommy. And he's like, no, not today. You can't have this today. And it's, oh, I hate you, right? And this is how some of you might be feeling about, the universe or God or whatever you believe in. But just like the good parents, like, you've had enough sugar today. Or, you know what, you need to have nutrition. I want to see you grow and I want to see you good. And so then, so then the parent says, I'll tell you what, what's your other most favorite thing? And it might be, a salad or, fish, a fish meal or whatever. And say, okay, I'll make you, this is your favorite thing. And not only is it your favorite thing besides candy, but it's good for you and it will make you grow because I love you. And when I love you, I can't always give you everything that you want, but I'll give you everything that you need. And that's our reading. It's like, and that's it. All right. Have a good day. Bye.